station that gives you more. Again, good afternoon. Again, we do welcome you to Afternoon Inspirations. Again, I'm your host, Chris Thomas, joined in the studio by community activist, father, mentor, entrepreneur, author, and the list goes on and on. I'd like to introduce to some and again present to others my friend, community activist, brother Basil Talib. Welcome back, man, to the Voice 17104. How you be, bro, on this day?
Man,
again, our great God is made, man.
I'm blessed by the best, man. I can't complain. You know, it don't pay the bills. So, you know, I'm just happy to be present, you know what I mean, once again, to the Voice. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to be present, be able to spread the word, spread the news, spread the revelation. It's a blessing because, you know, some people got mouths and not able to use them.
Oh, my, sir. You're talking right, brother. Well, we're here to use our mouths and to be a witness and to be a positive influence in our community, man, which you have been doing for over a decade, if not longer, man. Again, hats off again to t.f.k. Why don't you tell us a little bit about t.f.k. for those that don't know what the movement is? This ain't a moment, what this movement's all about, bro.
t.f.k, man, is an organization of prosperity and peace. The acronym for that is Take for Keeps, because what happens is a lot of times, sometimes without the proper resources, we take things for granted.
Oh, my, sir.
You know, and I done had a lot of run-ins into the wall and seen the wall don't move. So why take things for granted when I can take it for keeps?
Yes, sir.
So
yes,
I started
sir.
to basically internalize, you know what I mean? And Take for Keeps stands for something that I really stand for, like, because I learned throughout the time not to represent something that don't represent me.
Yes, sir.
So Take for Keeps is not just a word collectively, but it's a way of life for me.
Mama, that's what's up, bro. So for those that may not know, real quick, why don't you tell our listening audience a little bit about you and some of the things that you got your hand in, man. You got your hand in so many things around the community, man. Again, that list is very long, but tell our listeners a little bit about you. You told us about Take for Keeps, but tell us about some of the things that you love to do and you're very passionate about in the city of Harrisburg, brother. Please and thank you.
Some of the things that I'm very passionate about is uplifting and bringing change within to my community, because I was part of the noise, the negative noise. So ain't nothing wrong with being right at a good time. So Take for Keeps, we go and mentor the youth, which is very important, because like myself, I once was a youth which was hard-headed. You know, they give us titles like the youth is at risk. Well, it's adults at risk.
Yes,
so
sir. Yes,
it's
sir.
not that we should just focus on the youth at risk. So I speak to the youth, not just youths at risk, because like I said, everybody's at risk.
Sure.
You know, so my passion is to speak to them because I want to like to see them prosper and give themselves a chance. You know, because sometimes you never know what a person might go through. You know, so it's very important for me to go out there and speak to the kids and show them, you know, if I could change, you could change. Yeah, it takes time, but, you know, like a village, it's going to take each one of us to have a part that we play into this thing. And we, you know, one half make one whole, two halves make a whole.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, again, when I think about the phrase boots to the ground, man, I think about you. I think about, you know, you're like the mailman, brother. Yes. It doesn't matter if it's sleet outside, raining, snow, or hail.
No.
Again, there's people in the community that need help, that need resources, that need a word of encouragement. And, man, you have been that. Why don't you tell us a little bit about, you have an outreach, community outreach. We're going to show some pictures of that. Before we jump into that, because we have a picture on the screen, I think it's important because we're talking about our youth, which just aren't our future, but they are our present and our today. Very instrumental in our todays. Why don't you tell us what you're doing, what's taking place in this picture that we're looking at now, bro?
And this picture right here is a bunch of great, talented youth in all aspects, mentally, sports-wise, physically. They're given a second opportunity. This actually at this school is Abraxas. Some of the youth that I still speak to, some is incarcerated at this present time. But the most important thing was that I got to build with them and to be a farmer and plant the seed. the seed of change.
Yes, sir.
Showing that whenever I'm called, I will be present if I can. They have my number. They can speak to me after school. They just want to vent. I demonstrated active listening because within the community, a lot of things that we don't have access to. So a lot of things that I strive to plant is change.
That's good.
Because old ideas bring the same results. Like I tell the kids, if you get out of your situation right now, what seems to happen? 9 out of 10 times, those old ideas gonna bring those same results.
Wow,
if you felt as though you got to wait still in the car, you're gonna feel as though you can do it again. So that's what I strive to be, that farmer and plant that seed, because it's important. The penitentiary is waiting for the youth.
Wow.
And it's very important. If I can save, if I can save, it's very important. Not only that these kids don't see that how when they're in the penitentiary, their families in the penitentiary as well.
Yes, sir. I think a wise man once said, "If I can help someone along the way, then my living isn't in vain."
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm so appreciative and have much gratitude for individuals like you. You don't do it like I do it. I don't do it like you do it. But we're out doing it. So that's the most important thing.
And that's important because and also what I do is when I go to these schools, not only do I talk to them about real life situations,
yes, sir.
I bring forth poetry, because a lot of them like rap and hip hop, and that's a great way to connect with the youth.
Sure.
Because sometimes they don't want to hear an old head coming in here preaching. They listening to Lil Durk and they listen to YB. They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear what you got to say. Because the first thing 9 out of 10 times the youth is gonna tell you, but I need money. What I'm gonna do right now? So it's important. A lot of them has great potential, but sometimes we got to reinforce, and I try to redirect it, and try to stop the violence. Like, listen, let's bridge the gap and let's celebrate our differences. Those are some of the seeds that I love to plant into youth, to give them different ideas. Like, if we're gonna shoot, let's problem shoot.
Yes, sir. Troubleshoot. Sure. That's good. We're looking at some other pictures, man. You have a community outreach. Not sure how often you're out there, but I know you're out there often.
Yes.
So why don't you tell people what they're looking at, where this is located, and how we can all get involved?
Yes, you can all get involved by contacting me, Basil Talib at gmail.com. You can comment me. You can leave me messages on how we can hook up. I accept donations. I have a nonprofit. I have a nonprofit organization which is called t.f.k Community Services. The reason why I created community services on that end was because why do I have to go to jail and come out and let the man tell me that I got to come out and clean the streets for them? So I decided to take on to my community with my services.
Wow.
So that's why I put t.f.k Community Services, and that's my nonprofit. I accept clothes, household items, small appliances for the people. As you can see in this picture, some of my own clothes that I designed. t.f.k is a shirt up there that I give back. I create shirts and different pants and different things like that, and I give it back, which is essential and important.
Wow. I got one question to ask about that. When do we get our T-shirt?
All right, I got you ASAP.
No worries, I just thought I'd throw that in there, man.
Yeah, but I can be reached on 13th and Dairy, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays as well. The times range from it's different times. But if you contact me at my Gmail, I can definitely get back to you. It's a passion. It's a passion and commitment, and to see the people smile makes me smile and know that I'm doing something positive and not negative. And that's the whole, nutshell right there.
Yes, sir. The thrust of what you do in the community. So you're out there, rain or shine.
Yes.
You're out there, all
cold weather.
Seasons.
Yes, hot weather.
Sure.
Bad weather.
And the great news about this community resource, because this is indeed a community resource for those in between blessings. Many people say we're all one paycheck away from being in between blessings. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I met a lot of people in the process of doing this. my nonprofit been in organization for approximately 6 years. I've been doing this a little longer than 6 years, but on paper wise, I've been doing this for 6 years in the same spot, same community, same people, and we have became a family, you know. And I love what's going on. I love the feedback. I love the comments, and we work it together.
That's
If
awesome.
anything, I can present to them. They might have like I have a wish list, like, and I created like I asked the people in the community, what are some things that I can help you with? As you can see, I even have condoms because I try to promote safe sex, the pregnancies, the AIDS, the epidemic. I just strive to be a part. You know what I mean? I just try to be a vessel to my community, which is important. We give Simlac. Sometimes we have baby clothes. Different weeks, different days. You never know. Nothing is going to be the same. Everything is washed, folded, and clean with no problems. Like I said, I met a lot of beautiful extended family members that donate, that take their time out to give to me. So it's not all about me and it's not all about TFK, because there's a lot of people behind TFK that donate and that give back, and that they show. Like they can drop it off at anywhere else, but they choose to help the cause and to see my vision. Wow. And it makes it all worthwhile.
Wow. That's powerful. And this is the way we can see what our donations, the change,
yes,
or the actual help that our donations are
yes,
are
and it helps.
Sure.
It definitely makes a difference, because those same socks and pants and shirts that's in your closets for days and months and years and you ain't wearing, you never know. It can make an outfit for somebody and make somebody's day.
Sure.
You know, everybody's looking for encouragement, and those are one of the things that I learned to use. If you're gonna look down on somebody, only way you're gonna look down on them is you're gonna pick them up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, that's good, man. So again, if you're in our community or if you're in a surrounding community, again, if you have donations, old clothes laying around, I once heard someone say, Basil, people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. And this is an opportunity to show people how much you care.
Yes.
And some people just need someone to talk to.
Yes.
I'm sure you just being present in the community,
and that's
in your own way, has stopped people from doing things that they wouldn't have normally done if they didn't have someone to talk to.
And I'm glad that you hit that on the head, because which is so important is that I have a beautiful staff, and I want to acknowledge my staff, because it's not just me. I have my son Zaki, he's part of my staff. Jabril, he's part of the staff. Hal Rel, she's part of the staff, and Gordo, the big guy, Sky Juice, he's part of the staff as well. And those are the four horsemen that's going strong, standing behind me. That's my son right there, Frieza. I love you, man. You know, daddy gonna do what he gotta do to make you proud. You know what I mean? Worldwide legend status. You know, all of the youth, man, just do what you got to do. Stay positive. Respect your parents. You know, respect yourself. Avoid the peer pressures. And be great, man, at whatever you do. And just know that you're gonna have to be strong. You're gonna have to be strong, and you're gonna have to be stronger than your environment. Wow. And let nobody label you. Know yourself. Know your value. Know who you are before you be in a situation, and then they start telling you who you are.
Wow, that's good.
That's a shout out to my sons right there. That's the other half of me, flesh on flesh, heart to heart. You know, it's always us, never them. This is Zaki right here, and that's Jabril. That's my heart. That's my reflection. That's Boo, and that's B, and together we are.
Wow, that's what's up. Now I believe you have some spoken word.
Yes.
You're gonna break us off a piece or two.
Yes, sir.
And if you're having a community event, if you need an MC, if you need a poet that knows
right here.
We got the man right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out the picture. You can tell them about the book that you got.
This
and the
book
piece you're gonna read for us. Go ahead.
Yeah, this book right here is heavy, man. It's heavy like a Chevy. This right here is called "The Pen Is Mightier Than a Sword." You know, choices, changes, and commitment. When you think about it, it took a lot of changes for me to be who I am. Because, you know, excuses find a way. So I had to use changes to get out of that, and I had to use my choices to see that, what are some things that I can control? I can control my tongue. I can control my attitude. I can definitely can control my anger. And
Yes, sir,
how
yes.
how can I do all of that? Is by having a commitment. So that's what made me break it down into that subtitle as far as choices, changes, and commitment. This is an excerpt out of the book, and it's called Wizard of Words. Wow. I mark the moments like a Sharpie. My struggle is permanent, so I open my subconscious level to the highway. My thoughts and intersections of pain keep my mind under construction, working on and building a master plan, letting my creativity take me in a new direction in society. Emotional maze of illusions and nagging doubters. I highlight perseverance to remain focused in decision making, to be here for my life, for trying is only intention, whereas I live willing, possessing commitment to grow. Whoa,
Mm.
that's Wizards of Words. And that could be found in this book right here. And if you want to know where the book is at, you can go to Transit News downtown where Amtrak is at. It's there, or you can, like I said, you can check me out at Basil Talib Facebook or Instagram. You can catch me and see some of the movements that I'm doing within the community, mentoring constantly. I'm in the hood constantly. You know what I mean? Like stop signs. Like it's very important for me, and that's my passion to make sure that I continue to be in the community because I got kids and my kids look up to me, and I want to make sure that the legacy continues. As you see this picture right here, I design clothes. I'm a designer and also I be in fashion shows. This is some of Harrisburg's finest models. You can check it out.
Now, if someone's potentially interested in auditioning to be a model, or even, coming under your tutelage as far as learning how to do fashion and how to
Yes.
market that fashion and how to market yourself, because you've been in the business, like I said, a decade, maybe
Yes,
two
sir.
decades.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't
Yes, sir.
know.
Yes, sir. I've been
But
featured
go
in
ahead.
I've been featured in magazines also. Like so the fashion, I take serious because I grew up, and what made me get into the fashion was because sometimes you got to understand how the struggle went.
Sure.
2 shirts and 3 jeans, you
Wow,
got to
wow, wow,
get
wow.
jiggy with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You've been very
You know what I'm
creative.
saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Very
yeah, yeah, yeah,
creative.
yeah, yeah.
So you have to learn how to take care of yourself and then reinvent. So fashion is really like nothing. You know what I mean? And it's not really what you wear; it's how you wear it.
Wow,
You know what
wow,
I'm
wow,
saying?
wow.
So I make sure that I try to dress how I want to be addressed.
Yes, sir. That's good. That's good. Dress for where you're going, not where you are.
That's a fact. That's a big fact.
So that's what's up, man.
Shout out to the models right there.
Whoop, 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 and they're looking good. And great job, man. Awesome creativity on display. Do you have any events coming up as far as modeling or
Yes,
doing any
I
spoken
have
word?
I have something coming up in about 2 weeks. I'll be posting it on my Facebook. When the flyer get presented and everything, I don't want to spoil it. You know what I mean? But
Understood, sir.
definitely within 2 weeks, I'll be doing something. And then June 27th, at Reservoir Park at the Bombshell, we'll be having a fashion show as well with my great good brother, Micaiah Brown. So please be on the lookout.
That's what's up, man. So why don't you think about one more poetic piece, man, to
Yes,
take
yes,
us up out of this interview with
yes,
something
sir.
powerful, hot off the press.
I
And
got you.
again, if you're looking again for an MC, if you're looking for a way to get rid of some of the old clothes that we've outgrown or that we can no longer fit or don't look as good on us as they did when we first bought them again,
That's
those
a
clothes
fact.
can be donated and put to good use. To someone that has boots to the ground in our community,
Yes.
that has their hand on the pulse of what's going on inner city Harrisburg. Again, feel free reach out to Basil Talib, and again
Please do.
he'll make sure those donations get into good hands and to those that need them more
Yes.
desperately than most of us do. Go ahead, sir. You already got
Yep.
it. Okay.
I'm ready to go. This excerpt right here is called. It's once again out the book. The pen is mightier than the sword. It's called Back Against the Wall. There's a gap in a generation where respect is hardly demonstrated. Back in the days, the neighbors could spank you, and your mom and dad would say thank you. Everybody was family, distant relatives. Nowadays, it seems self value and family honor isn't important. The way I see things, the same ball game, and the chain remains. Kids are brainwashed into joining gangs instead of igniting the mind. The youth rather be outside involved in crime, running from the law, playing cops and robbers instead of being full-time fathers. It's a shame that the adolescents don't want to listen. The streets are waiting to escort you to prison. Poverty is our enemy, but that's not an excuse. The power lies in you. Growing up angry is a choice. Make the best out of what you have been blessed with.
Wow, wow, wow.
And on that note, I want to let everybody know that's willing to listen. Um, pain comes and it goes. We got to remember that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional.
My.
Please take your time. Talk to one of the young men, young women, and let them know. Please think before you react. You don't have to be forced in being tough. What's tough? Going outside, letting that thing rip. What's tough? Being there in the grind with your family, struggling, not having. Let's think. Think about our choices. Think about how we can help our community. Each one teach one, and that's how we become one. Because you can't spell community without unity.
My. Again, my special guest or our esteemed guest has been Boots to the Ground, Basil Talib, again, 13th and Dairy, again, author, entrepreneur, father, mentor, designer, and the list goes on and on. Again, if you're interested in being a model, if you're interested in learning how to market yourself, market your products, again, if you're looking for an MC, if you're looking for a poet, and really knows it, that's really about it. Again, so give them your contact information one more again before we can
yes,
go.
It's Basil Talib, BASIL TALIB @gmail.com. I'd be contacted at 646-704-4325. And like I said, also, if you want to do poetry workshops at schools, libraries, or whatever, you can contact me. And also, I coach some of the youth in basketball as well. I'm into sports as well. Anything I can do to get involved with the youth is very important. Righteousness is what I deal with. So let's just keep this thing going. I definitely believe in mentoring the youth, and I have a listening ear, and I'm willing to learn as well. It's not all about me teaching, it's all about me as well, learning too.
Wow, that's good.
And I like to thank The Voice. This is very important. If you have anything that you want to say, please come through and see The Voice 17104. It slams like a door.
And I didn't pay him to say that. So with that being said, again, we do thank you, Basil, man. Again, you're again the definition of boots on the ground. You're not doing it how we doing it. We're not doing it you're doing it, but we're all out there doing it, which is making our beloved community a better place to live, reside, and to thrive. So again, if you're an author, again, if you have not just a book, or again, if you have a ministry in the Harrisburg or surrounding areas, and you want the community to know what the 411 is on the 911, again, the voice slams like a door. I borrowed that from this man over here, but the voice slams like a door. Again, we'd be willing to give your community, give your abilities a voice.
Yes.
On The Voice. Again, we've been doing this probably over a decade as well. And we've been pretty productive in reaching almost 140 nations with our content since 2014. To God be all the glory. So closing comments, concerns before we get ready to roll out, Brother Basil?
Yes, each one teach one. That's how we become one. I definitely want to shout out to my children, Zaki, Talib. Hold your head, stay strong. Daddy always love you. We always gonna be stuck in the struggle, and we gonna find some way to come up out of it. Jabril, stay good. You the monster. Make sure you do the things that you do, and be positive. Shout out to Sky Juice. Shout out to Hal Rel, Free Todd, Free Higher Up, Free Smalls, and Definite. You know what I mean? BK to PA, Brooklyn, New York, Flappers, 2 First. Love the home team, man. Doodle, one love. Papa, I love you. Everybody that loves me, I love you back, man. And thanks, The Voice 17104. I thank you again for having me. And hopefully, we get 1 million views and subscribers, and y'all just come through and y'all donate and y'all help out, man, and see the cause. Y'all can see me. When you see me, pull up. Don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid. Love is love. One love.
Faith isn't just something you believe, it's something you live, something you carry, and something the world should see. You and those you love will stand out at your next formal event, wedding, holiday party, or church function as you bear one of Melissa's wearable declarations statement bow ties that creatively blend faith and luxury fashion. At Melissa's wearable declarations, what you wear speaks for you. Before you ever say a word, premium handcrafted, unique, wearable art with truth that never fades. When you walk in the room, you're not just seen, you're anchored, covered, declared. In a world full of noise, Melissa's wearable declarations helps you stand in faith, confidence, and purpose. That's Melissa's wearable declarations.